Very grateful and welcome to News Recap here on News Ghana Clock. This is the maiden edition for the year 2019. My name is Kweku Ediama Ansana. Coming up in the top stories now. And President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has named 6 capitals for the newly created regions in the country. Also, the Ghana Pentecostal and Charismatic Council gives government and political parties a 3-month ultimatum to disband all vigilante groups in the country. Also, Tunfor Seitu II has inaugurated a 3-member committee to investigate the October 18th riot which happened at KNUST. We'll bring you insight of that particular story. Now in business, a story where Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta has announced that Ghana's crude oil production to be more than double for the next 4 years. Some good news for Ghana there. And also in entertainment, head of Beam Nation Stonebwoy has broken his silence over the death of Willie Roy. And I guess you'd want to know what he had to say about this particular developing story. So do stay with us after this quick break. Thanks for staying there with us. This is still News Recap, which is airing on Facebook and on YouTube with the hashtag or with the names at News Ghana Clock. My name again is Kweku Ediama Ansa. Let's start off with our very first story. And Ghana now has 16 administrative regions following the successful presentation of the constitutional instruments that give legal backing to 6 newly created regions. Now, over the week, the President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo named Techiman as the capital of Bono East Region, Damango as the capital of Savannah, and Goso as the capital of Ahafo Region. Also, Nalerigu was noted to be the capital of Northeast Region, whereas Damba as the capital of Oti Region, and Sefiri as the capital of the Western North Region, respectively. Let's move on with our stories. And the Ghana Pentecostal and Charismatic Council has given government and the political parties a 3-month ultimatum to disband all political vigilantism groups in the country. Now, the council says that it will embark on a nationwide protest should authorities fail to meet the deadline. Now, this comes 2 weeks after the Ayawaso West Worgon by-election, which was marred with some violence by some supposed vigilante groups forces which were purported to be from the New Patriotic Party. Let's do some security stories now. And the veteran journalist and managing news editor of the Inside newspaper, Kwesi Pratt Jr., has condemned the use of vigilante groups by political parties, describing the act as illegal. Now, speaking at the Agbewu public forum, Kwesi Pratt Jr. called on the security agencies to act immediately since the act endangers the security and governance of the country. Still on some security-related issues, National Security Minister Albert Kandapa has indicated that members of the SWAT team who were deployed to Labaolishi on January 31st, 2019 did not shoot at anyone. Now, according to him, the leader of the team reported that one person sustained gunshot wounds but insisted they were not responsible for that. Now, he made this assertion on the first day of sitting by the Emil Short Commission, which was created by the President of the Republic of Ghana to investigate into the shooting incidents at the Ayawaso West Worgon by-election. Let's do some educational stories now. And the Asante and Chancellor of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Tunfor Seitu II, has inaugurated a 3-member committee tasked to investigate the October 2018 riot in the KNUST in the university after violent protest by students. Now, inaugurating the committee at the council chamber of the KNUST on Thursday, he charged the committee to also consider matters concerning the administration of the university, which will be relevant to the investigation, and make recommendations to help avert future occurrences. Now, private candidates who are sitting for the Basic Education Certificate examination are hopeful of passing the exams and commended WAEC for giving them the opportunity to rewrite their papers and further their education. The exams is explained to give a second chance to the candidates who in one way or the other failed their papers. I'll go for a quick break. When we do return, we'll do business news here.
Every day something new happens. Something new about what a member of a political party has said.
Wondering whether the inflated cedis has affected fuel prices or your business?
Are you thinking of how to get updated in the world of sports both locally and internationally?
Or Or who's trending on both the entertainment and international circles?
If your answer is yes to all these and more, then we have got you covered right here on this our platform.
Join us this and every weekend on Facebook and on YouTube as we provide you with a smart recap of all stories that made headlines within the week.
My name is Kweku Ediama Ansa.
And I am Hegal Fusua. And
This is News Recap on News Ghana Clock. News Ghana Clock. News as it takes.
Very grateful for staying there with us. It's now time for business news. And Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta has announced that Ghana's overall crude oil production is expected to be more than double over the next 4 years. Now, this comes after the Care Energy ASA confirmed a significant offshore resource base in Ghana with a declaration to scale up new development in the deep water Tano Cape 3 Points block. Now, last month, Care Energy ASA announced the biggest oil find in Africa of 450 to 550 million barrels with potential recoverable reserves of nearly 1 billion barrels. Now, Richard Hakim Kwenu, who is the Chief Revenue Officer of the Ghana Revenue Authority, has noted that only 1.5 million of the expected 6 million taxpayers honored their responsibilities, with 200,000 being from the informal sector. Now, the Chief Revenue Officer was addressing a sensitization program here in Accra for informal business groups on national tax policies and ways to ensuring compliance. Now, he therefore appealed for the cooperation of Ghanaians in getting tax defaulters to settle the outstanding liabilities, increasing voluntary compliance of payments, and in the filing of tax reserves. Now, up next is sports news. Now, in sports news, Zesco United forward Raheem Osmanu has taped Kumasi Asante Kotoko to join his outfit in qualifying for the knockout stage of the CAF Confederations Cup. Now, the Zambian Giants suffered their first loss of the campaign following a 2-1 defeat to Kumasi Asante Kotoko at the Babaya Sports Stadium on Wednesday. Now, the performance of the Porcupine Warriors has earned praises from Ghanaian-born striker Raheem Osmanu, who emerged from the bench to score a consolation goal for the Zambian side. Now, up next, we do some international news. In international news now, US President Donald Trump is to invoke rare national emergency powers to secure funding for his planned border wall with Mexico. Now, the controversial move will enable Donald Trump to bypass Congress, which has refused to approve the money needed. Now, senior Democrats have accused the president of a gross abuse of power and lawless act. Several Republicans have also voiced their concern. Now, declaring a national emergency would free Donald Trump and his people of many legal constraints on executive power and give him access to billions of dollars for his project. Now, we'll turn our attentions and do some entertainment stories now.
Every day something new happens. Something new about what a member of a political party has said.
Wondering whether the inflated cedis has affected fuel prices or your business?
Are you thinking of how to get updated in the world of sports both locally and internationally?
Or who's trending on both the entertainment and international circles?
If your answer is yes to all these and more, then we have got you covered right here on this our platform.
Join us this and every weekend on Facebook and on YouTube as we provide you with a smart recap of all stories that made headlines within the week.
My name is Kweku Ediama Ansa.
And I am Hegal Fusua. And
this is News Recap on News Ghana Clock. News Ghana Clock. News as it takes.
In entertainment and lifestyle now, after days of silence, Stonebwoy has broken his silence on the death of Willie Roy. The artist and repertoire manager at Xylophone Media made it clear that he never liked Stonebwoy. Now, in an interview, Stonebwoy stated that he's sorry that Willie Roy is dead, but at the end of the day, everyone will die. Now, questioned on what he feels about statements by some Beam Native fans that Willie Roy died for his continuous hate for Stonebwoy, Stonebwoy stated that he's the founder of Beam Nation, so obviously we should know what he thinks about such statement. Now, when asked if he will attend Willie Roy's funeral or 1 week service, Stonebwoy said he will attend if he gets the time, but he questioned if Willie Roy will be happy seeing him at his funeral. Now, on this note, we end our news update here on News Recap, right here on News Ghana Clock. My name is Kweku Ediamansa, but before we go, a recap of our top stories now. And President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has named 6 capitals for the newly created regions in the country. Also, the Ghana Pentecostal and Charismatic Council gives government and political parties 3 months ultimatum to disband all vigilante groups here in the country. Also, Tumfo Seitu II has inaugurated a 3-member committee to investigate the October 18th riot which happened here at KN University in Kumasi. Now, in business, Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta announced that Ghana's crude oil production to be more than double for the next 4 years. And in entertainment, Stonebwoy breaks silence over the death of Willie Roy story there we brought to you. Now, this is how we end the news recap. My name again is Kweku Ediamansa, and this news update was produced and promoted or brought up by Ambulance Media Photos and Ambulance Media Communication. Watch us every time. You can follow us on Facebook and on YouTube, all at News Ghana Clock. My name again is Kweku Ediamansa. Have a blissful day.